I guess I just don't have any where you're concerned. I love you, Bo.
Still?
Yes, much more than I ever did.
You know, it's a shame that you worked so hard to get me and you never really had me. Not the way you wanted. You still want me?
Oh, Bo, if there was ever just a small chance you could care about me again.
Oh,
yes.
What difference would that make? I mean, you know I didn't care for you before and it didn't matter, did it? So you were so anxious before, so why not now?
This really isn't a way, Bo.
The way to what?
You've had too much to drink.
I said you could have me. Here I am. You wanted me to be a husband to you, and it was wrong of me to deprive you of your rights as my wife.
Please, you don't know what you're doing. No. No. Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo, I love you. I love you so much.
She told him. I never thought she would. I should have known better. I've got to get a hold of Bo. I've got to explain to him somehow. Where is he? Who would know where he is?
Hi, Jane. The desk clerk asked me to give this to you.
Oh, Sandy, thank you so much.
How are you? You know, considering we live right across the hall from each other, I very seldom get a chance to see you.
I know, but, well, of course I was in Florida all that time.
Oh, I know. And I haven't been doing much entertaining over at the penthouse, but we really do have to get together soon.
Well, we will. Look, I would ask you to come in, but I'm right in the midst of trying to get hold of Bo, and,
Something wrong?
yes, Sandy, I'm sorry that I can't explain it to you. I have to talk to him, and I can't find him.
Listen, Jane, would you like me to try to...
No, sweetheart. That's very nice of you. I'm sure I'll get a hold of him. This is nothing to worry about. I'm just in a rush. Forgive me.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. I hope everything works out.
Well, thank you. And I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, folks, you'll have to wait for the next one.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Lemon Fresh Joy, for dishes so shiny you can see yourself, and by Extra Fresh Liquid Prel, for freshness that lasts today and tomorrow.
A cookie? Can I have some of that cookie? Let me give Mommy some. No? Oh, all for you?
Carol, is this tie okay?
Sure, it looks good.
You know,
I like
with
that one.
With this jacket?
Yes.
I look all right?
You look wonderful.
You sure?
Very sure.
I wouldn't want to embarrass Sandy.
Oh, honey, you won't.
It's bad enough she's taking us out to dinner.
Why is that bad?
Well, because I'm the one who should be picking up the check, that's why.
Does a man always have to pay for dinner?
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Would you like to sit in your playpen, or is she fine? Okay. I think I'm going to put her in the playpen for a second. Come on, honey. Here we go. Whoa, that's a good girl.
Why, cranky?
I'll be right here.
It's just the way it is. I mean, a man should pick up the check.
Really? Well, that doesn't give a woman very much of a chance to ask her friends out. Besides, honey, we've had Sandy over quite a few times for dinner, and now she just wants to ask us out. Would you mind if she were having us for dinner at her house?
Oh, it's different. Just the whole idea of her picking up the check and me sitting there on my hands.
I tell you what, why don't you try to think of Sandy not as a woman, but as a business partner?
She's still a woman.
Oh, I can't win with you, can I?
Oh, pretty soon I'll be picking up all the checks every place we go. You wait and see. Things are going really well in the shopping center addition. I expect to finish ahead of schedule.
Good.
Mm-hmm. And then I may be building Kim and Dan's new house, and after that, I got a couple other irons in the fire.
Well, we have no doubts of your success.
And I got one problem on my hands right now. Chip Kelly.
Did you ever have that talk with him?
Yeah, I talked to him today. I laid it right on the line. I told him all the things he's been doing wrong.
Well, how did he take it?
Not too good. He made all sorts of excuses, and none of them were any good. You know, he tried to blame everything on Joe. Can you imagine that? Well, I told him loud and clear that I trust Joe, and I want him to do things Joe's way.
Well, do you think he will?
I don't know. He tried to tell me he'd do better if I gave him a job that had more responsibility.
Is that possible?
No. If a guy wants a better job, then he knocks himself out on the job he's already got. Chip just goofs off.
You didn't fire him, though, huh?
No, I didn't. But I leveled with him. I told him I was only keeping him on account of Matt.
Well, do you think that made an impression on him?
Who knows? I don't know if Chip can shape up, but if he doesn't, I have no other choice but to fire him. Even if he is Matt's brother.
Hey, have you seen these shift assignments for next month?
No.
Oh, boy. I mean, yours aren't so bad. Look at all these night shifts I got. I'm going to complain about that. So afraid I was going to be late. How's it going? Has it been busy?
No, very quiet.
Good. I hope it stays that way. You want me to check on the patients, see if they need anything?
Oh, no, I was just going to do it.
Good. Okay. Holler if you need anything.
I will.
She'll find my room empty.
Fourth floor nurses station, Mrs. Jackson speaking. Oh, hi, Dr. Allenberg. I just came on duty, but if you want to hold a minute, I'll get Miss Chambers for you. Okay, just a minute. Peg, it's Dr. Allenberg. He wants to ask you about his patient in 474.
Yes, Dr. Allenberg. Oh, yes, I'll get his chart. 1 minute.
Well, hello, Mary.
Hello, Donald.
Ah, you must have been working late today.
Oh, no. Well, we had a lot of work to do, actually. I brought these by for Chris. I know he's going to need them in court tomorrow.
Well, thank you. I know Dad will appreciate that. Please, come in.
Oh, I can't stay. I'm meeting Ralph.
Mary, I wish you would. I have something important to tell you. Please, sit down.
All right, just for a minute.
Mary, I think you have to know that I finally told Mom and Dad everything.
Everything? You told him about Ralph?
Yes. They know now that Joyce meant to kill him.
Did you tell him about the affair that Ralph and Joyce had?
That, too. I'm sorry, Mary. I just thought it was best not to keep anything from them.
Yeah, I suppose. I just wonder what What they think about Ralph now.
Well, we didn't have a chance to get into that, but I'm sure they know that Joyce was the one who started the affair. And besides, at the time, Ralph and I hardly knew one another. Not that that makes it right, but at least Ralph was not betraying a friend.
You seem to have forgiven him.
You have?
It's not the same.
Must have hurt a great deal when you found out that Ralph was having an affair with Joyce.
Yeah, it hurt. And it was, shocking.
Yes, both, I'm sure. Look, I realize this is very painful. Maybe you'd not like to talk about it now.
It's okay. It's fine.
Mary, I think we have to put everything in perspective, in the proper perspective, now that we know about Joyce. Of course, you've known about it for a long time. I'm the one that just found out. I guess I just didn't want to see what was there. But I can't blind myself any longer. I hope you realize that we all may be facing another investigation.
You mean you are going to tell the authorities?
I think they have to know that Joyce intended to kill Ralph the night she shot me.
What do you think they'll do to her?
I guess it will depend on her condition.
Maybe you should wait till she's better.
No. No, I'm going to inform the authorities tomorrow. I've made up my mind. As for Joyce, Bob tells me that Dr. Devan thinks she should be transferred to Midvale.
That's a mental institution, isn't it?
I know. I don't like the idea, but Joyce needs help, and that may be the only way she can get it.
It's awful.
Yes. It's very hard not to feel sorry for her. But she did all of this to herself.
I know. I've really got to be going, Donald. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me.
All right, I'll give Dad the papers. And Mary, you might mention to Ralph when you see him that I would like to put the house on the market.
You to sell the house?
Well, sell it or rent it, whatever he thinks advisable.
Are you sure?
I just don't feel I can ever go back there again.
Mrs. Hughes? Mrs. Hughes? Peg said she probably wouldn't respond.
Did you remember to tell Marie that we might be a little bit late in picking Amy up?
Yeah. She said she doesn't mind if Amy sleeps over if we're real late.
Tell you, I don't know what we'd do without Marie.
Yeah, Amy really likes her. Is it time to go?
Oh, about 10 minutes or so.
Hey,
What? What's the matter?
you look great.
Well, thank you.
I always like this dress on you.
You mean because I wear it so much?
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, the truth is I do wear it a lot.
Well, I haven't really noticed that.
No? All good.
Well, I'll tell you what I have noticed.
What? Am I okay? My makeup all right?
Yeah, no, you're fine. Nothing's wrong with you. What I have noticed is, you always dress so nice. I don't know how you do it on our budget, but you always look terrific.
I'm glad you noticed.
All that's gonna change one of these days.
You mean I'm not gonna look so nice?
Oh, that's not what I mean. I mean, one of these days you're gonna have a whole closet full of beautiful clothes and all the jewelry you want.
What for?
What do you mean, what for? Don't you like all that stuff?
Well, sure, honey, but I don't need it. I mean, I don't need expensive clothes and jewelry to make me happy.
Okay, so what do you need, huh?
Let's see, a roof over my head,
Mhm.
enough food to keep us healthy. Most of all, just to be with you and Amy. And to know that the two of you are happy.
Oh, I am happy. And, Amy is too. I can speak for her. I mean, can't you tell just from the way she looks?
Then we've got everything.
Yeah, okay. So maybe you don't need those things, but all the same, it's nice to have all those good things, you know?
Like I told Amy before, I can never win an argument with you.
Who's arguing? Not me.
I didn't hear that.
I did. Hey, Matt, come on in.
Thanks. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Matt.
Oh, boy, I guess I should have phoned first. You're getting ready to go out? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Yeah, we still have a few minutes.
Sure?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we have time to have a beer. How about it?
Oh, no, thanks, no. I just came over because I wanted to explain something to you about Chip.
Yeah, I had a feeling it might have something to do with him.
Well, I knew the two of you had a talk today.
Did he tell you much about it?
A little. I don't know how Chip came across to you, Jay, but maybe you can sound like he really appreciates the job.
Hey, that's not the point.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know he appreciates it. I know how important it is for him to have it. But I think that sometimes when he talks to you, he doesn't say that, and maybe gives you the wrong impression. See, the problem is he's still kind of insecure.
He sure doesn't seem insecure to me.
Yeah, but he is, though. And, hey, take my word for it, Jay. See, this is a different kind of job than he's ever had before.
So what? Look at you. You've never worked in construction before. And
I
you're
know,
doing
but-
great.
I know, but Chip's gonna do a good job, too. I know he will. He just needs a little time, you know what I mean? I don't know. When he gets to know the job and when he gets, into an ease with it, he's gonna do fine. And you're gonna be glad you hired him. I know you are.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess you know we've had quite a few little problems with him.
I know. I know that Joe and Chip didn't hit it off too good at first, but I'm gonna talk to Joe about it.
Hey, now, wait a minute. You got your own job to look out
Sure,
for.
I know, but it doesn't hurt if I speak to Joe about Chip, does it?
No, I guess it won't matter. It's just that,
What?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, I know Chip's made a couple mistakes, too, on the job, but I don't think he'll do it again. If you could just be patient with him for a while.
Okay, I'll try, Matt.
See, the thing is, Chip's had a lot of trouble from people since he was a little kid, and I guess he expects to have trouble again. But I'm sure this is a job that he's needed to give him a break. I mean, I know he's really gonna make it.
Dr. Ferguson never picked up his reports today. Look at this. I guess he'll get them in the morning. Why don't I take my break now?
Sure.
We're not busy. Who knows what's going to happen later, huh?
Okay.
Oh, if Mrs. Hughes wakes up, be sure and give her sedation. Dr. Key said he only wanted her to have it if it was absolutely necessary, and she was sleeping when I was in there before, but you might check on her again, okay?
Okay, all right. Would you mind taking the right purse?
Oh, Peggy, I am sorry. Mine is almost exactly like that. I'll just have to bring another one so we don't get them confused. Thanks a lot. I won't be very long, about 15 minutes.
Fine.
Okay.
Isn't Mrs. Reynolds on tonight? Never mind. You come with me. I need somebody right away in Mrs. Peters' room.
This is Mrs. Spencer. Jane Spencer, are you new at the desk? I was just wondering if you've seen my son come in tonight. You do know my son? Yes. Well, I just thought perhaps he might have come back to his office. His room? You mean he took a room here last night? I see. Yes, would you please ask the operator to ring it? Thank you. No, that's all right. I'll try it again. Thank you so much. Where is he?
You did invite me over for a drink. Did you forget?
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Cascade, the detergent that leaves dishes virtually spotless, and by Downy, the fabric softener that makes your clothes smell April fresh. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
No, of course I didn't forget. Come on in. Where's Mary?
Well, she'll join us a little later. She had to work a little late at the office.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, can I fix you a drink? Or do you want to wait for her, or what should we do?
Well, why don't we wait a little while? Unless you want one now.
Yes, I think... I don't think that's going to help me at all.
Jane, is something the matter?
Yes, Ralph, I guess that's perfectly obvious. I'm not going to pretend.
Well, maybe Mary and I can drop by for a drink some other evening.
Oh, no, please.
Really?
Please, no, please don't go. I'm just a little bit on edge, and I would so appreciate someone to talk to. Will you stay?
Well, of course. Listen, does this have anything to do with Bo?
Oh, yes, certainly does.
But this afternoon, you said that problem had all been taken care of.
I thought it had been, but I just found out that that's not the case. See, Ralph, I've got to get hold of him. I can't. I've tried every place I can think of. Maybe if I could reach Melinda. Not that I ever want to speak to her again. I don't know how. I don't understand how she could have done this to me. I mean, I've kept this secret all these years, and... Look, you're a good friend. You had no idea.
No idea about what?
Oh, Ralph, I'm sorry. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Bo isn't my son.
He isn't?
No. I mean, I raised him, and I've always thought of him as my child.
Well, you adopted him?
No. I have just passed myself off as his mother all these years.
And you're afraid that Bo knows about it now?
He does. Told me that on the phone. You see, the problem is I didn't have any time to explain to him because he hung up and I haven't been able to reach him and...
Jane, from what you're telling me,